Hey, kiddos, it is Wednesday, May 9th, and I'm not here. I apologize. Hadn't been planned. I know I told you at one point that I was not going to be absent again for the rest of the year. Turns out I'm wrong. I am going to be absent today. Doctor's appointment came up, have to be gone for that. But with only 2.5 weeks left, I don't foresee any other things coming up, but we'll see how lucky I get. Which means I've had to shift some things around. Our NWEA test will not be done today because I cannot have the sub do it. So that is most definitely going to have to wait until Thursday, which is tomorrow. So if you've not done the NWEA test because you were absent yesterday or because you were watching the Screenagers, then you'll be taking it tomorrow. If you don't finish it tomorrow, then you'll, have to finish it on Monday, just because you can't do it on Friday, because Friday we're going to be having the day of service, and that's just the way the schedule works out, because, hey, who doesn't love a good screwy schedule? If otherwise, you're going to get a chance to finish it tomorrow if you had already started it previously, and that's fine with me. Also, for my regular kids, you should have gotten your Twitten book. If you have not gotten your That Was Then, This Is Now book, then once this ends, please go over to the desk and politely grab that and pick it up. And in my advanced kids, you should have your Princess Bride book, but you should have that with you. If for some reason you don't have it, you're more than welcome to talk to the sub, and the sub will be able to hook you up with a copy. I've got two behind my desk. I ask the sub to write your name down so that I can properly torture you when I get back. My regular kids, you're in luck. You just have to grab your novel off my desk. As long as you get them returned and don't leave with it, then you should be fine. And then again, yes, I'm absent. I am sorry about that. There wasn't a whole lot I could do. It's just the way it works out. Checkpoints coming up. Since today you're going to be using most of today to read, to try and get you to our next spot. For our regular kids, you're doing That Was Then, This Is Now. Your checkpoint is going to be page 87, which is the end of chapter 5. And so that's where you're going to be getting to for the quiz tomorrow. And for my advanced kids, your goal is going to be to get to page 142, because we don't have a quiz tomorrow. You have a quiz due tomorrow, which we'll talk about in a moment, but we are going to be talking about the book. There is a scene between a character named Inigo and then a character named the Man in Black, and we're going to talk about them up on the Cliff of Insanity, and we're going to be going through and talking about that at that point. Now, once again, if you need a copy of the book, it should be behind my desk. I have some extra copies to help out if need be, but you do have to give up your shoe in order to get that copy, so I make sure I get it back. And if the sub is in the right mind to torture you, which hopefully they are, then they're going to write down your name so I can get to you on Thursday. So once again, to remind you, we do have the homework coming due on Monday. If you've not done it yet, you're more than welcome to go ahead and get it done now. It does look like this will be the last homework assignment I'm going to end up giving you. I thought maybe there's going to be time for a second homework assignment with everything going on. I don't think I'm going to get a chance to. I think this is going to be one of the last times you have changing your grade, whether for the positive or for the negative. So once again, you can get it by going to my page, and then you can either go to for the regular, I have Twitten, and for the advanced kids, I have the Princess Bride, and then the same thing, you'll see the homework that's going to be on there. That is going to come due Monday. Pick any one of those 4 options, and you should be good to go from there. Unfortunately, as we'll talk about here in a moment, my advanced kids, you will not be able to tape yours in because I gave you the chance to take your quiz home. My regular kids, if you choose to take your quiz home, you will also not get a chance to tape it in. You're going to have to be able to finish the quiz in class, but we'll talk more about that here in just a moment. So what it is I'm going to be having you work on today. One, for the most part, reading. I've not really given you a chance to sit and read this book. And since we have a checkpoint tomorrow, I figured this would be a good day for you to sit and read. For my regular kids, I understand that there is the audiobook. It's possible you might be able to try that. That is up to the sub. You'd have to have your own set of headphones. You do have to be reading. You cannot close your eyes or lay on the ground or anything like that. But if you want to use it and it actually helps you while you are reading and the sub feels like being nice, then that is possible. But most likely it might not be, because I left notes for the sub that if in any case at any level you decide not to, I fully support that, because sometimes we make poor choices. But at the very least, you can get a chance to read, work on the homework from there, something along those lines. For my advanced kids, I don't have an audiobook for you because I've yet to find one for this. I do apologize for that one. If I could, I'd be more than happy to upload it for you. So for you, you're just going to have to do the old-fashioned reading. Let's see, for my regular kids, once again, your goal is to get to page 87, which is the end of chapter 5, because that's what the quiz is going to cover, everything to the end of chapter 5. And then for my advanced kids, your goal is to get to page 142. You are more than welcome to read past that. I highly encourage you to read past that if you can. It'll make next week's life much, much easier, because you're going to have a lot of stuff you have to do next week too. And to try and make your life a little bit easier, that's where you're going to want to try to read ahead to try and make future you a little bit happier. Also, you can work on the novel homework, and that is absolutely fine with me too if you're trying to get that done. If you did bring other homework with you, then that's absolutely fine. You're more than welcome to work on it. If you've not finished the NWEA or not had a chance to start the NWEA, you're really going to want to make sure you get the reading done, because tomorrow you're going to have to get the NWEA done if you're in regular, the NWEA done, and going to have to get your quiz done, which is a lot to get done in one class period, and that is the drawback to you of having missed the day and the fact that we have the day of service coming up. But if you're caught up on your reading, then it should not take you very long to do. Excuse me. For my advanced kids, your princess quiz, sorry, it should say quiz, not a test. I'll cross that out. How embarrassing on my part. Your princess quiz that you took home, it does come due tomorrow, so make sure you bring that in so that you can turn it in, and that comes due. And that's pretty much it. Finish out once again with the smiling picture of myself. But I think that's all I really have for you. I apologize for me not being here and just giving you the day to work and stuff like that. I'd much rather be here talking with you because there's so many things I'd like to be doing, but that's just the way life goes. But so be it. We'll make the best of what we have. Tomorrow we'll be finishing NWEA and going from there. Friday's going to be the day of service, and then next week's our last real week of learning, and then we'll be tearing through all this stuff through that. I appreciate it. Be good for the sub, and I'll talk to you later. Thanks.